Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Alma B. Herrera, Teacher 3 from Santissimo Rosario Elementary School, and today I will be your teacher in Mathematics 5. And to start with, we have two objectives. The first one is we're going to derive the formula in finding the volume of a cube in a rectangular prism using cubic centimeter and cubic meter. And the second one is we're going to convert cubic centimeter to meter and vice versa, and cubic centimeter to liter and vice versa. So are you ready? Let's start. So I have here a rectangular prism, and we know that a rectangular prism have its length, width, and height. Now, let's say this cube has a measurement of 1 centimeter on each side. So 1 centimeter here, 1 centimeter here, and 1 centimeter here. Okay? So all the sides is equal to 1 centimeter. Now, let's count how many cubes can be placed inside this rectangular prism. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So this length measures 5 centimeter, the width is 2 centimeter, and the height is 3 centimeters. So if we're going to find out the volume of this rectangular prism, we can use this formula, length times width times height, because we all know that if we only multiply the length and the width, we're just getting the area of this figure. Multiplying by its height, we can now find out the amount of space inside this rectangular prism, or we all know that it is called volume. So length times width times height, let us substitute the value. We have 5 centimeter times 2 centimeter times 3 centimeter. Yes, the volume is 30 cubic centimeters. Now, again, let's go back to our rectangular prism with 30 cubes inside. And if we're going to count the number of cubes by looking at these pictures, we can have 30 cubes inside this rectangular prism. So therefore, the volume of this rectangular prism is 30 cubic centimeters, because each cube has a volume of 1 cubic centimeters, because each side is 1. So if you're going to multiply 1 times 1 times 1, you will also have 1. So 1 cubic centimeters. So the total is the volume of this rectangular prism is 30 cubic centimeters. Next, let us have this problem. A science teacher handed each of her pupils a rectangular flower pot, 20 centimeter by 10 centimeters. So the entire class brought to school garden, and the pupils were asked to fill up their flower pot with soil until it reaches a height of 15 centimeters. So the question in our problem is, how much soil will be needed by each pupil? So if we are talking about the amount, or we are asked to find out the amount that will occupy a space and not just the surface, we are being introduced to another application of measurement, which is the volume. In the given problem, we are asked to find the amount of soil needed to fill the flower pot up to the height of 15 centimeters. And we all know that multiplying the length and the width will give the area of the figure. Multiplying the area or the base with its height will give the volume of the figure. Okay? Suppose this is the rectangular flower pot, and one of the pupil fill in soil in this height of 15 centimeters. So again, we have the formula, volume is equals length times width times height. So substituting the value, we have 20 centimeter times 10 centimeters times 15 centimeters will give the volume of 3,000 cubic centimeters. Therefore, each pupil would need 3,000 cubic centimeter of soil in their flower pot. Okay, now let's have this figure. This is a cube, and a cube have equal sides. So instead of length times width times height, we can use this formula, which is the side times side times side, or volume is equals s raised to the third power. So let's say this cube have a side of 3 centimeters. So substituting again the value, 3 centimeters times 3 centimeters times 3 centimeters. So the volume of this cube is 27 cubic centimeters. Now, at this point, when you are, or you must to keep in mind, you have to keep in mind that when solving problems involving measurement, you have to work on similar units. So that is when one object is given in meters, the other should be in meters as well. Otherwise, you need to convert. So I have here simple conversion. You can go back on this video if you want to look at it. So next, let us try to convert 3,000 cubic centimeter to cubic meter. First, let's go back to the conversion. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters, right? So we're going to make this in cubic units. 1 meter to cubic units. So we're going to multiply it by 3. And also, it's equivalent in centimeters. We're going to multiply it also by itself 3 times. Okay, so 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, and 100 centimeter times 100 times 100 centimeters. So if you're going to multiply it 3 times, both of the side of the equation, so you will have 1 cubic meter is equivalent to 1 million cubic centimeters. Okay, remember this conversion. So we're going to use this conversion in converting 3,000 cubic centimeter to cubic meter. Going back to 3,000 cubic meter times our conversion, which is 1 cubic meter is equivalent to 1 million cubic centimeters. So we all know that if we have similar units, we can cancel this like that. And then 3,000 times 1 is also 3,000. Divided it by a million cubic centimeter kanina. So we have 0.003 cubic meter. Or you can write this as 3,000 cubic meter. Okay. Next. On the other way around, we can convert meter to centimeter in cubic units. So convert 5 cubic meter to cubic centimeters. Again, going back to conversion, which is 1 cubic meter is equivalent to 1 million cubic centimeters. So next, we have 5 multiplying by 1 million. So of course, you will have 5 million cubic centimeters. So let's solve again. 5 cubic meter times 1 million cubic centimeters, which is equivalent to 1 cubic meter, and then cancel the same units. So we have 5 million cubic centimeters. Okay. Next, how much water is needed to fill in this aquarium? Give your answer in liters. So this time, we're talking about liquids. So let's say this is our aquarium with a length of 30 centimeter, with width of 15 centimeter, and a height of 32 centimeters. So the first step is to get the volume. So we have length times width times height. Substitute the value. 30 centimeters times 15 centimeters times 32 centimeters. It will give you a volume of 14,400 cubic centimeters. Now, second step is to convert our answer to liters. Again, here is our conversion. For every 1 cubic centimeter, you have 1 milliliter. And of course, 1,000 milliliter will give you 1 liter. 14,400 divided by 1,000 is 14.4 liters. So we're going to compute it again to show you. 14,400 ml times the conversion of liters to ml. We have 1 liter is equivalent to 1,000 milliliter. Let us cancel same units. So we have 14,400 times 1 is still 14,400. Divided it by 1,000. So 14,000 or 14,400 divided by 1,000 is 14.4 liters. Next, on the other way around, we can convert liters to cubic centimeters. So 6 liters to cubic centimeters. We have again the conversion. Remember the conversion. So 6 times 1,000 is 6,000 milliliter, because you know that for every 1,000 milliliter, you have 1 liter. Okay, let us show you the computation. 6 liters here times 1,000 ml or milliliter over 1 liter. This is the conversion of liter to ml. So we have 6 times 1,000 over 1 liter. We can cancel again the same unit, which is the liter. And then we will have 6,000 milliliter, because 6,000 milliliter divided by 1 here at the bottom is still 6,000 milliliter. So again, go back to conversion. 1,000 milliliter is equivalent to 1 liter. And if you have 1 milliliter, you have 1 cubic centimeters. So we're looking for the cubic centimeters. So here, we have 6,000 milliliters. So therefore, we also have 6,000 cubic centimeters. Okay, is it clear? Now, remember this. Volume is the measurement of the amount of space occupied by a space figure. And we use length times width times height to find the volume of a rectangular prism. And we use volume is equals side times side, or s to the third power to find the volume of a cube. And remember that your answer should always be in cubic unit, because we are dealing with 3 dimensions. Okay? And also, remember that to convert smaller unit to a higher unit, we use multiplication. And to convert higher unit to smaller unit, we use division. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you so much and hope you learned something. Bye!